Welcome to episode 163, the Cigar Hustler Podcast.
163.
You double check, make sure I had the right number, didn't you?
I don't know if you can see over there.
Yes. I got my glasses on.
I worry. Worry about you.
I'm fine.
I don't think you're fine.
I'm fine. Fine today. Took my medicine and everything.
You take your On It, your Joe Rogan On It.
Is that what he takes now?
He's always promoting some shit.
Oh.
In Austin.
Is he hotboxing and cold plunging? And
Mike Square. He does hotbox.
does he really?
Yeah, he does. He does.
All right. We have Danny Vasquez. Am I saying that correct?
Velasquez.
It's a little tough, but there you go. Velasquez is how I say it.
You're fucking it up because of the other Danny.
Oh,
This is a better Danny because he has more letters in his last name.
Oh, is that what makes it better? I thought
Yeah.
he's just a better person.
No, Danny Vasquez is a nice guy.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's sweet.
He's
sweet
fine.
man, gentle.
I don't know him, but
Anyway,
he sounds great.
He's been getting enough shit. Like,
All right. Well, hold on. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. We have a little business to take care of here first.
Let me handle that for you.
Today's show brought to you by the Octador by Case Elegance. The team at Case Elegance has spent years meticulously crafting the humidor to be their largest and best yet, fitting up to 100 cigars. The deluxe humidor features a striking octagon silhouette, posh black piano finish, glass top, front digital hydrometer, accessory storage drawer, Spanish cedar, magnetic closures, and the patent-pending hydro system. Case Elegance has undergone extensive research, testing, and customer feedback to solve every shortcoming commonly experienced with other humidors. Cleverly recessed into the base is the included patent-pending hydro system, an accurate and low-maintenance cigar humidification system that makes dialing in and maintaining your humidor easy. Case Elegance integrated a front-facing digital hydrometer offering you peace of mind that your sticks are kept to your desired humidity. Properly store your lighter, cigar cutter, and travel case in the large bottom accessory storage drawer. This stunning Octador is finished in a lacquered black piano with slight undertone of black wood grain. The solid metal hardware mirrors the octagonal shape and comes in a modern space gray finish. The Octador by Case Elegance is one of the highest rated and most comprehensive cigar humidors on the market. A striking shape, beautiful finishes, and thoughtful engineering makes this a must-have for any cigar aficionado. Please go to caseelegance.com for more information and purchasing.
I like to make faces and stuff.
He does.
I've noticed that. Yeah, see that?
For the YouTubers.
He gets bored during the commercial.
So I'm like, because I can't because I've watched I'll go and review our YouTubes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I just sit there. I just
staring at nothing. Just
supposed to
like
be
I start
just
moving some shit around,
respectful and just.
I'm adding value.
We're getting complaints.
I'm adding
almost
value.
A Vanna White type of,
just
well, he used to just do this, and it was very nice. Now he's mocking me sitting over there.
Then I repeat what he says. I'm like, oh yeah, very high, very high. Oh, 100 cigars. It's amazing.
I do like the accessory spot on the bottom.
Accessory drawer?
I didn't realize that.
Yes,
I can't reach it, but
often misplaced things, so that makes it convenient. Yeah.
Yes.
I just opened it. I can't really get it from the side.
Yeah, don't flip it onto the floor.
Yeah, don't want to do that.
Anyway, Danny is our, he's a local guy. What's the name of your company again, Danny, please?
The company is Fire Coast Video and Photo. It's me and my wife starting it, and what we do is different promo videos. I mean, honestly, anything from weddings as well to corporate events, just photography and video needs for anything, which is actually how I got to know these guys.
Yes.
Yes, because we have questions all the time, and we need people to answer them. Okay. Because the two of us will debate about it. We'll go, you know what? I don't know. Just call Danny and ask
We're just
Danny.
kind of force comping our way through all this shit.
When moving to this area, of course, I wanted to find out a cigar area, and this is just an amazing place, and talk to him about some different services and whatnot, and find out we have a lot in common with the love for film and just stuff like that, as well as obviously cigars to start with.
Oh, you got a cigar. I was going to offer one out of your Case Elegance.
Oh, my Case Elegance humidor?
But
Well, maybe if I'm
CaseElegance.com?
staying here long enough, maybe I
Yeah.
can.
Maybe he gets to it. Who knows?
Am I good on volume? Sometimes I drift.
Yeah,
You're
you
right.
just got to stay
you
in
can
front of
hear
it.
yourself.
Okay. Ooh, now it's
See, it was so romantic.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, see? And then much better.
But obviously this is Danny Velasquez, but the other Danny Vasquez,
Yes.
the Danny former Roma New Voyager,
New Voyage cigars.
I
Is it
kinda-
New Voyage or just Voyage?
I don't know. It's Voyager,
But they're-
Voyager.
The Voyager? That's a Star Trek thing.
Maybe
It is.
he's a big Trekkie.
Oh,
Who knows?
maybe.
No, I think it's just the Voyage.
Just the Voyage.
But
The Voyage.
He's been getting some shit when the Bucks won. People were like, "You're not a fan. You're not a fan." The motherfucker guy has been a Bucks fan well before I was a Bucks.
Well,
fan.
they're probably just assuming that because he just moved back to Tampa.
Yeah. Oh, because you go to Temple when you're like
you moved Tampa's now, you're
everybody's got to break balls. And then some people are talking to me on the phone. They're like, "Oh yeah," and they're like, "Danny says he's the Bucks fan." I'm like, he's been a Bucks fan.
He lived in Florida before he moved for Roma.
Yeah, he's been a Bucks fan.
Wait, where did he live up north? Somewhere New England-y, South Carolina-ish?
Yeah, Maryland.
Maryland.
Why you got to take it away from the guy? You know
I'm
what I mean? No, I'm not
Like,
saying
what
you. I'm just saying
Oh,
in
you
general.
looked at
like,
me and said,
because-
"Why do you got to take it away?"
It's like why, the fucking. He went to like the little Super Bowl things and stuff. The little
Oh, he did.
parties
I
and
did see him
stuff,
at those
yeah.
little things they had. Yeah.
Throwing the football.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good for him.
Yeah. So Danny, I love you, Danny. I just want you to know.
And I'm going to say that he was saying that to me. So,
yeah. And I love you too, Danny.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Mike.
It's all about the love.
So,
All about the love.
you want to say what else we're doing with Danny or what?
That's up to Danny as much as he.
Danny, what are we doing
there's
with you?
Some things he doesn't want to. He wants to be a little vague.
Well,
about
no,
it.
I realized because we were
I like that.
messaging a little bit and whatnot, and
Secrets.
I realized that I don't need to be that cryptic because first of all, it's not like this is some secret Hollywood,
That's true.
pitch that
Yeah.
It's, from it, I'm just glad that you guys would be. First of all, I mean, I don't know where to start with this.
Yeah.
To be honest,
well,
because there's still some pieces that we need to work out.
Okay.
In terms
Right.
of
Well,
you're right,
that's what
you're
I thought
right.
we
Yeah.
would do.
Yeah,
here
where's my
on the show.
contract?
But
Yes.
yeah, he's got a writer that's 7 pages long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
He needs a trailer and just blue M&Ms and a hot box and a cold plunge.
Solely
and-
blue M&Ms.
Those are hard to find, I think.
with the M's.
Actually, a random bit of trivia. What is the toughest color to find M&M? What is the rarest color?
Yellow.
From what I heard, incorrect.
Brown.
That's what I heard. I didn't think that was.
Why would brown be the toughest?
Now check me on that because maybe I'm wrong. I just read it somewhere.
We don't
But of
fact check
course-
on this.
Okay, good, good.
I got that right. All I have is a gong for this right at the moment. So.
We don't fact check on this.
Yeah, you could say it was
Well, then
purple.
of
We
course,
just go
of course, I'm right then. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
obviously. It's cool. So you have a production company. We became friends. You were originally going to come in here and do a shoot. And somehow we've weaseled our way into pretty much taking over the entire thing.
Which I love for a number of reasons.
First,
so,
it was just going to be a location. Can I just maybe shoot in it? We're like,
Right.
okay, but
Yeah, sure, whatever
we
you
would
want,
like
man.
to be in it.
well, and so I've been making short films for a while, and for someone who is doing their own independent thing, it is difficult to find good locations if you don't know people, if you don't have access. So, for example, in this short film, we wanted a bar scene, and it had we actually came up with this idea. It was originally my friend Keith's idea, and I've been helping him with it. So anyway, we came up with this idea before COVID happened, and so we were thinking it might be much easier to get in different areas. So I still come in and talk to you guys, obviously, for cigar stuff, and just happen to be like, well, wait, is it possible we could do it here? Because we're going to rewrite the script completely to try and fit what's going on.
Right.
And I was explaining to I'm long-winded when I talk, so I apologize about that. First,
No, please.
Yeah,
we can relax.
We'll just turn you off after a while.
yeah,
We'll just boop, mute.
I'm just still going and thinking that I'm.
Yeah.
You know,
He just said they're talking away, and we have a whole other show going on over here.
So
but
anyways.
I was doing this with Mike though. With Palmer, I was talking for a while, like, "Hey, can we?" Do, and then finally, he just shuts me up. Danny, we'd be glad to. We, come over.
Yeah,
and
let me
we'll do
stop
film.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's over. We said no
Right.
problem. You just come in. You can use
But
the
I
fucking
have
bar.
7 more things to
He's
discuss
like-
on my list.
He's
so-
like, what if people are here? I'm like, we'll figure it out. What? Stop. Yes, you're in.
I
That's fine.
always put disclaimers, and from that, at some point soon, I don't know if we want to do it right now, but that will be the next thing. You and I haven't fully communicated
Yeah.
about the role.
Yeah,
that
because I can't get naked. I'm not making out with anybody.
we can
No
still do
dudes.
some rewrites if we need
Yeah,
to. Then,
yeah.
oh, topless those, okay, right?
No, will I have pasties? I mean, I have limitations.
It's up to you. I guess it's
frontal is what do they call it if it's from the back? Is that
backle.
Full Monty is the front.
Yeah, so
right?
there's got to be a word
Oh.
for getting the butt, like
Yeah.
Just a butt shot. Is that okay?
butt shot. Good.
butt shot.
Anyway, like I said, we
It'll be
can
Fantastic.
tastefully done, Michael. Very tasteful. It's
Very
an
tastefully
artsy
done.
movie.
Okay,
Very
good.
artsy.
Okay, good.
Well, with some of this, we
A
decided.
lot of flexing too. So
Could you leave Danny alone? Let him finish.
Sorry.
Well, no, we decided that first of all, when I first came in here,
Now the producer on the movie,
to
Michael,
talk
so.
about actually not even to talk about this.
Don't
to
make
talk
me
about-
direct. You shut up.
Oh goodness, am I already cut off?
Yeah, no, you're
no,
good.
me. He told me to shut up.
I saw Palmer behind the bar there,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the first time I ever seen this guy before in my life. When I was first coming in talking to
Right.
you guys about my business and
Yeah.
everything. So anyway, it kind of seems like some weird sort of serendipitous, like natural that now he is playing the bartender in our short film here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually,
Bartender have a name?
I was just about to say, I think it's Joe.
Joe. Joe the bartender.
So
Fucking Joe.
You could
Joe the
probably
bartender.
have some input if you want something a little bit more.
No, Joe's fine.
You look like a Joe.
Joe's fine. I go with Joe.
Yeah.
I go with Joe.
And then from that, we had another character, and I won't get into all the specifics of why things went wrong, but as been my experience, especially with this type of filmmaking, which is very, low level in terms of we don't have these major contracts that anybody would care to walk out on
Right.
in terms of being a problem.
Contract.
Yeah.
Settle.
He basically didn't show up, and at this point, I'm like, well, if you remember too, Mikey, that same first meeting, we were talking then, we got off on about the business stuff and started talking a little bit more about film stuff.
Right.
Before I left, I even said, well, hey, if I ever have a part for you,
Yeah.
I'd love to get you in. So again, that serendipitous thing. Now, this role that I want to talk to you about has 3 different scenes, and you're basically the antagonist of the film.
Ooh.
Yeah, so-
I'm a
He's
shoo-in.
in. He's in. He's always angry.
I'm always an antagonist.
Always angry. Always angry.
Well, and that's good because this character, how it was originally written, had a little bit more of a, I don't know if goofy is the right word, but which is good because I don't take you as a goofy guy. You can be more serious. It seems like.
I feel goofy
I'd
sometimes.
say almost.
But I won't be acting if I have to be an antagonist.
That's true.
That just
It'll be
too
natural.
Yeah.
It'll be
That's
so
a good
natural
place.
for
Good
you.
place to start with this
Yeah,
one anyway.
exactly.
Which, by the way, have you ever done
how
any
the
sort of
rock
acting
starts.
stuff before?
No, man.
Okay.
This is it.
Well, you played Mad in one of our videos we did here.
I did. And I started classes. I took one class so far.
Oh, cool. Did you say real quick you played Madden? Like
No,
No,
I
he
played-
played Mad.
I
He had
was
to be
supposed to be
angry.
angry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to hear your Madden impression now.
Angry.
No, I didn't
Oh,
play
yeah.
Madden.
You do the
I
Mad.
didn't play Joe Madden.
Do Mad.
Oh,
Do Mad.
this is sports. I don't
But you know
know.
what's really funny is I actually went through and I watched that video and I'm like, man, I messed up here. Like I was looking at
Oh, no,
it.
you did a good job.
Thanks. I appreciate that. But still,
You know the rule here at Cigar House are one take.
yeah, I don't think
We're a
that's
one take
necessary.
type organization. We just
Yeah.
do it in the first one.
Danny, that's not
So,
the case.
I was
In
gonna
the
say,
can, we're done.
I
That's
hope
it.
we can work well together then because unfortunately I'm quite the opposite. Part of the
that's
reason
fine.
being is
Oh.
that when I'm editing later on, I realized like, man, we should have tried another angle. Man, we should have got
reshoot.
that's cool.
Got to reshoot.
No, we'll do it plenty of angles. I have no problem with the abuse.
Okay. Well, I mean, from that, it's 3 scenes that would be in, and we could talk more particulars. I mean, we could do it on the show here. We could talk after. But
No, let's do it now.
I think we should probably talk about it after because it's going to be longer.
when also, again, this is something we can talk about after, but I always bring material, so I actually do even have the script with
Yeah.
me. So we could
That's
even
good.
put both you guys on the spot right now.
Oh, we can
with
read
you.
our lines? Oh, yeah.
We could save that for later
Yeah,
on.
Because I
that's
tried that with him. He gets very angry. He won't read stuff.
Yeah, yeah, we can look at
Because
that.
it was
stuff.
some pee-pee line or something, and you didn't want to do that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, so where we're finally at with it is we're ready to film, though. So, I mean, and again, we don't have to get the exact particulars right here on the show, but
Oh, we don't. The paparazzi probably listening. We don't want to give the.
yeah,
exact-
yeah, get the everyone.
Is that your
lined
agent
up.
already just texting you now?
No.
Oh,
My wife.
so your agent?
Oh, yeah, my agent.
Yeah,
She's my manager.
manager.
Totally different.
Oh, what's the difference? The whole show
She said
just
she
shut
left the
down.
shop late.
Oh, sorry. Say sorry.
Yeah. Well, it was a long meeting.
Whole show just came to a screeching halt.
Sorry.
Well, this is business, too.
Yeah, the kids are important.
Yes, what?
Okay, so yeah, we'll go over that with you. We'll start going things, but at least we made like the introduction. We could introduce in on the podcast and kind of get that.
Well, as I
going.
told, we want to sort of document the entire experience through the podcast.
Yeah, we can review. Like we'll do some video clips. We'll do some things with you, and then we'll sit back down and say, okay, well, this is what we're gonna
This is
do,
what
you
we
know.
did yesterday. We
Yeah,
did,
and without giving it away because we don't want to, we don't want to tell the whole storyline and
Right.
fucking.
I just wonder, should we talk about it all, or do you kind of want to start wrapping this up pretty soon in terms of the film stuff? Because
I would wrap it up from here.
Okay.
Like you don't.
You don't want to do anything else?
No, just leave it. Leave it. We're open here. This is a good beginning.
Well, let's hear about your character a little. Who you're going to be playing, other than it's just the antagonist.
Okay, do you
What's
wanna
his-
do
what's
that?
His, what's his character's name?
All right,
Do a
well-
little character development.
Earl. His name is Earl.
Earl. Oh, I like Earl.
Earl and Joe.
Earl and Joe. Two regular guys.
We have 3
You remember
teeth
that-
between us.
You remember that game, Toe Jam and Earl? Am I the only one that?
Toe Jam and Earl Sega, right?
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
I must
so
be a little bit older.
the name would be Chris. Not that matters too much. The main thing, the important thing to know about him is he is the liaison between what this main character is doing. So our main guy, Jared, and this company that he works for. Basically, Jared's in some trouble. He's been doing his own thing with his business and with the company's money. And again, you are the liaison that's kind of saying, hey, I know what you've been doing, and kind of start to blackmail him somewhat. Yeah, it's definitely a shady character
Okay.
that should come off, if anything, a little bit more intimidating. In the first couple lines, if you can deliver it, be a little bit more, hey, I'm on your side, but then quickly by the end of the conversation, it's, you're in my pocket type of thing, and play by my rules or else it's going to be trouble for you.
Got him. Throw him in the trunk.
You say it at the end. Got him. No ad-libbing, Michael. Stick to the script, please.
Actually, and by the way, I love ad-libbing. So although we do have
That's right.
I'm sorry, I mean, although we,
Yeah, so you know nothing.
I know nothing.
It's safe to say that you have no fucking idea what you're doing.
No.
and we'll talk about this more another time. The way I personally love to film stuff is to actually do for the script the first take or two. That way we know we got it. But
Right.
from there, if you start getting, because usually when we're filming too, people are a little bit more tense, just like I am right now.
Well,
My
you-
first time work with you guys,
right.
But yeah, if I did this a couple more times, I'm sure I'd loosen up more and more.
You want the legitimate feeling,
exactly
right? And you don't want something verbatim off of the script,
Right.
Because when it's verbatim, it's not.
It's not real.
Yeah,
Because
it's
it
like-
might not be the way I
Right.
would deliver the line or
Exactly.
say
So it's like
thing,
you
so-
you indicate. You say I can't indicate. I can't
You can't tell me how I would speak.
Well, I can't respond to your emotion without seeing your emotion and then responding. If I already have it in my mind that this is how I'm going to respond, then it's fucked.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, because there's no organicness to the conversation. That it just feels. And then if he delivers his line a little bit weaker or stronger, you don't react accordingly to that.
Right.
Absolutely.
Do we have any scenes together?
Yeah,
yeah, you're the bartender. You're going to say, where the fuck have you been?
Well, yeah, but maybe you weren't there. I know I do with the other guy.
No. So the way that this scene lays out is that the first part is actually Jared and Joe. So they just talk real quick. And unfortunately, you guys only have one little exchange. You just have one line. It's actually, he gets a vodka tonic, I think is what's in the script. But if that's not your...
that.
You know,
that's off the table.
That's integral.
Can I get it with an umbrella as I antagonize these people?
Actually integral to the script, so I don't know if we can adjust that one.
Oh, is it?
No, it's not.
The vodka tonic.
But little things.
Sponsored the movie, Michael.
I feel like I do want to say one thing at least about it. And again, you can cut this. I don't know if you guys do a lot of editing.
Whatever you
we don't
feel
edit
free.
it fucking anything.
No, we have.
We have edited some things, but it's like
people have said things that we felt may not have come across
to protect them. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, understood. Fair enough. But as far as like the drink thing goes, it is actually an important element for Jared's character because basically what he's dealing with, the film's called Parallels.
Right.
So it's not anything to give it away that this guy's going through parallel situations and then to say parallel realities.
Right.
And this is from this machine thing that he's been working on that started with this whole dream thing. He's trying to understand more of a way to communicate with people during while they're having like lucid dreams.
Right.
So anyway, it developed into this whole other thing because of what he happened personally in his life.
So you're like Christopher Nolan. I mean, you're the same guy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
In fact, I do have a lot of respect for his films. And it's funny, I was talking about with Jared, the character Jared, Keith, yesterday about him in particular. You know, are you guys big fans of Christopher Nolan?
I am a little bit.
I know the name.
Okay.
Batman, Tenet.
Yeah, you know the films.
Oh, okay, yeah.
First of all, you guys are movie guys, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Batman, the whole saga there.
Tenet.
He started with Memento, which I shouldn't admit
the
that I
whole
haven't,
backwards thing.
I haven't seen all of Memento. I get a lot of stuff for that a lot.
He wrote that down a lot. Writes everything down on his body. What was the one with Leonardo DiCaprio? And they go into the dreams.
Inception.
Inception.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So some really cool. He plays with time a lot, and so we're not playing so much with time, but definitely with
parallels.
And how this we could be doing this exact same thing. So this is how just to put a little bit more of a visualization to this.
Right.
Every scene that he is in, his look changes. So when we first started filming, this is part of the reason why it's taken some time to film. When we filmed the first scene, he's homeless in this alleyway that we filmed in Sanford, actually, and his beard is almost double the size of mine. His hair is, like down to here. By the end of the film, he's going to almost have a shaved head. But but the way that we are shooting it is out of order. So we're filming it to make sure that, obviously we don't have to wait for his hair to grow back out. So we're filming it in the order that he gets the hair cut. But when we actually edit it together at different points, in one scene he's looking like this, and the next scene, he has no beard or a goatee or, The issue with that is we want to do that for everybody. And the guy that we originally had to play the Chris character was on board to change his look 3 times as well because it's in 3 scenes.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you to do all that because if you want to, hey, that'd be perfect.
Well, I have to know. You got to tell me what you're thinking, and I can see if I can do it.
Well, I mean, one of the things it could be as simple as... Okay. I didn't think it was going to go very far.
That one.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, just maybe even gelling the hair different. I mean, just a different look in general. Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Put it on the side.
I'm Joe the bartender.
For me, it's a bit of a problem, though, because I'm balding here. So there's only so much I can do with my hair.
Right.
That's why in one scene I'm going to have a bigger beard.
Put a wig on you.
I actually bought a wig. I don't know if you guys have ever purchased wigs before. They're expensive to get a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I bought it like a $20 wig, and it
looks like a $20 wig.
Yeah, it's really more of a joke, so we can't really use it.
It's every bit of a $20 wig.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Cool.
All right, well, I think that we should leave it at that.
Okay.
All right, and then we can do a little bit of it. We'll sit down with Danny afterwards and kind of iron out. But before we get to like commercials or anything or the news, we can bullshit a little bit more about some other stuff.
Okay. Yeah, we're at 20 minutes ish.
All right. Well, I got a couple quick things.
All right, go ahead.
I feel like we're approaching this fuck my life kind of scenario experiences that we're all going to be experiencing in the upcoming months.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, I'll give you a great example. I went to Backyard Burger for my cheat day on Sunday.
Okay.
Okay. The fucking line is out the door. Right, the cars are wrapped around the whole thing.
It's an outdoor mostly place too.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So everybody's going through the drive-through, and then at the front window, there's nobody there. I'm like, oh, this will be easy. Shit, I'll just walk up. Fuck, I ain't getting in the fucking
line or the lines.
So I walk up and got my fucking mask on, the whole COVID bullshit, and there's a sign that says, "Hey, for your safety and for ours, please use this monitor to place an order. I'm like, okay, fuck it. I can
a
use
video screen?
Yeah,
or,
it's
or
like
a touch screen?
Yeah, it's a touch screen.
Okay.
With shapes and colors.
Oh.
No, there's cheeseburgers and shit like that.
Okay.
So like I'm navigating through this. So I'm ordering for like 4 or 5 people,
Right.
And it's a fucking process. It's like, oh, that's not it. So like I'm doing this for like 10 or 15 minutes, but I'm determined to figure this shit out.
Is the line growing behind you?
There's nobody around.
Oh,
There's nobody around.
else around.
Everybody wants to go through the drive-thru. There's nobody around. Guy walks up next to me, walks right up to the window. Person opens up the window and he says, "Yeah, let me get a double cheeseburger." And I look at this guy and I go, "You got to be fucking kidding me!"
I've been here for 15 minutes punching in burger,
Yeah.
no cheese,
And like
a little lettuce,
and like I'm laughing, but you can't see that.
Oh, because
I'm fucking masked up.
Right? Yeah.
But so he's like, "Oh man, I'm really really sorry." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Dude, please, it's no big deal." I just think it's fucking hilarious that we're at points now, especially in Florida, where everything's starting to get a little more unwound.
Right.
And as the rules start to ease, you don't know where the fucking line is.
Where the line is anymore.
So
So it's not a standardized thing anymore.
Right. So there are gonna be times where you follow these guidelines and the other people is gonna blow right past you and you're like, "Fuck my life, man. This is terrible.
Right.
This is absolutely fucking horrid." So have you had any of those experiences yet, Mike?
No.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure it's coming.
No. If we go out to eat, we wear a mask when we go in. You sit down, you take it off. It's the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
And if you go to the bathroom, you got to put the mask back on to walk past
Well, that's when
everybody
it's
who
safe.
doesn't
That's
have
when
it on.
you got to be safe.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And we're no longer reporting on the news that we're only having 5 or 4,000 cases.
Yeah, nobody's catching it.
just
Nobody
let
dies. It's just fine.
Just let that go now. So we're not.
We don't talk about it anymore in
No,
Florida.
the fear isn't really there anymore. You people aren't listening to us, so we're just moving on.
It's what we've had people come to visit and they'll go, "It's like there's no COVID in Florida." I go, "No, we don't let it happen."
we shut it down.
We said no more.
Yeah,
So,
It has no
what?
domain here.
Yeah,
Right.
You are not welcome here.
it's the sun that bakes it all off. It's
The other thing that I wanted to quickly address with
tanning
you
lotion's the new cure. So
is you did a post, or Cigar Hustler did a post. You did the fucking
Cigar
post.
Hustler did.
Cigar Hustler did a post about, hey, name a movie quote, yada
Hey,
yada.
don't be giving out my tricks. These are okay.
Okay.
Those are very popular.
So for entertainment purposes, I went ahead and I
Miss
every single one. I got them wrong on purpose. So
Okay.
we're gonna need a bigger boat. I mean, that's an easy layup.
Right.
A lot of people did that one. I did Lake Placid, and then if I saw it again, I did Lake Placid
people
2.
got so upset.
Yeah, like so people were correcting me. No, Jaws. I'm like,
See, there's a contest here every week for Facebook involvement that you can get people to involve and then engagement. Thank you.
Okay.
And Facebook tracks it for us. So on every Monday at the meeting, we see who had the most on their post because everybody has access to it, and then the winner gets a $10 like gift card for the shop.
Yeah.
so if it was, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Okay, so sometimes
No,
it's 300-400 involvements and everything. The most we ever had, I think, was like 9,000
Maybe
and
I
something.
think you hit like 15,000.
Was it 15?
Yeah.
I don't remember what that one was. But Chet and I, we went in together a couple of weeks on the same post, so we're both working it. But that one, because he's correcting people and everything, was almost 6,000.
Yep. So
People take that seriously.
So there was
Yeah,
like
I was at like 11 or 1,200, and then I saw he was doing that, and I'm like, oh, I'm just watching it click.
yeah. So there's like 95 comments, and I went through all of them. So like if you did a Tom Cruise comment, like I feel the need for speed, I'd go fucking
Jurassic
Days.
Park
No,
or
I'd go Days of Thunder. So I would.
Oh, you right actor, wrong movie.
Yeah, so I would get close, and that would
yeah.
just piss people off even more. And then, but like I got tired of thinking those ideas, so then I went through Fast and Furious 2, Fast and Furious 3, Fast and Furious. Like I did all of them in a row, and some people finally caught on. They started laughing and shit.
Right.
And then I feel like I really upset a lot of people.
Well, I like how you guys are obviously both representing Cigar Hustler and creating the drama yourself, so that other people are trying to be a part of it, thinking that they're having fun. Like, no, come on, it's got to be this film, and you're just messing with them.
But
then.
this is, it's just. It's not. It's really kind of funny because it's not. That's not really how we play it. It's not like, hey, you say something, then I'll go
Sure,
back.
yeah.
It's like that's not our parody. Our parody is we're just kind of fucking around.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, I almost actually contributed to that one because I saw that post, and that's just a fun one to begin with. First
Yeah.
of all, just movie lines. I mean,
Yeah, just something to throw out that people like to comment on.
Mm-hmm.
Which about that movie line though, the one you said, the Jaws one,
You
people
need a
get that
bigger
wrong
boat.
all the time. It's actually not. We're gonna need a bigger boat. The actual line is you're gonna need. It's you're gonna need. It's the same with the.
There's a lot of those that are
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah. I don't know why it becomes in the social conscious a little bit off, but it is sometimes.
But who fucking cares? I mean,
No, you know what it's about. You know it's the Jaws. It's the one with the shark.
Right.
yeah, or like somebody said a Humphrey Bogart quote. And I was like Maltese Falcon, fucking egg. And it was obviously Casablanca or some shit. Of all the gin joints, I'm like, yeah.
No, you should have said African Queen.
I didn't see that one. I knew Maltese Falcon. It's a funny movie. It's really funny. Like quick fucking parodies back and forth, shit like that.
Oh.
So I had a good time. And then somebody wrote Choke Yourself, which is Full Metal Jacket. But I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't let that one go. I wrote 50 Shades of Grey.
So what I like about what you're doing, it is so along the lines of like it could fit.
Yeah.
Like it seems like it's so genuine.
Right, it's possible.
For the most part. But then, like as fatigue
And he
set
would say
in,
something like, "Oh, I got this one," and then say the wrong answer.
oh, this is an easy one.
This is easy.
That's good.
So yeah. So everybody that was on that Facebook, if you're watching or listening to the podcast, I understand that I did not get any of them right, and that was on purpose.
I looked down at my phone Saturday night after dinner, and I had 53 notifications. I'm like, something is going on. Something has happened.
Fucking people, everybody was like,
And
no.
I'm looking like it's all Mikey. I'm like,
Like-
holy shit. what
Like
is he doing
Godfather.
now?
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse, and then I'd write Goodfellas. No, Godfather. Okay. And if you corrected me, I would go to the emoji of the care, like you care. Thank you for caring. So, but that was my fun and adventures. We went to Yard House too this week.
What's
And
Yard House?
It's like a restaurant down by the Orlando Eye. And we went like right when COVID came out, like when they
originally.
started to open up.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of eerie, quiet, weird, and like fucking everything was kind of bolted off, and like the fucking server had gloves, and
Oh.
I'm like, I don't understand the purpose of the gloves, but okay, like
Right.
So, and then we went to last week. Fucking place is wide open. They space everybody out, but nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
Everybody's fucking over this shit.
Yeah.
They really are.
I just saw something on the news about the Flaming Lips. I'm not so familiar with the band, but I mean, I know some of their music. Have you heard them?
No.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
they're-
That at all.
I guess
Back
they're
in the
doing
day.
sold out concerts now, and what they're doing is people are all in their own individual bubble, like literally like a inflatable bubble.
So we'll walk you into your bubble.
Yeah, kind of thing. And it's probably, I don't know. I guess they're thinking they're doing some safe things, but just first of all the people that handle the bubble to get in and out of the bubble, there's got to be a lot of problems.
That's where the gloves. That's where the
Yeah,
gloves.
that's where the
come
gloves.
in.
Gotcha.
That's where the gloves.
Yeah, the
are.
gloves are the big saver there. Yeah.
It's just interesting, and yeah, like you said, things are winding down. So I did hear something else too, that I guess the mask. Some people think it is going to be a normal thing in certain communities anyway through all of this year.
No fucking way.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
I told you, lady at the shot place where my parents were. She said they're going to be there till at least December.
I bet you June it's over. June here, you see seldom masks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now they're saying you got to wear two.
Yeah.
What they're saying? What they're saying that the numbers are going down. They don't even fucking report it anymore.
Oh, I just figured it's just news cycle.
No,
Just
because
cycled out.
No, because it's pegging down. Because you're hitting under 5,000 cases in the entire state of Florida.
We just don't tell nobody. No.
And they're like, oh, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Well, the old people got the shot now.
Well, they're all saved. So now
they're all
your
saved.
so now your death ratio is going to go
All
down.
saved.
They're all
And
saved.
the next level is 50 or above.
Well, now apparently they're doing people with pre-existing conditions.
oh, are they?
Yeah, like that started to get okayed too, allegedly, or at least it's in the pipeline.
I heard up in Chicago, R. Kelly got the shot in prison in January.
Yeah, hey, safety first for R. Kelly. That way,
make sure he's safe.
Yeah, we want
Is
to make
that
sure
is that serious?
Yeah.
I wonder.
They're trying to figure out why he got it in January and how he got it in January.
Right.
Is he always around old people or just
He's in
young? I thought he
jail.
was always around
I thought
young
it was
people.
young people, yeah.
He's in prison.
Yeah, that fact alone. I don't know.
Well, but you know what? You don't want to have an outbreak in prison.
Too bad. Don't go to prison.
Hey, that's not nice. They're people too. People make mistakes.
They
Michael.
should be further down the list.
Listen, man. The fact of the matter is that some people make mistakes, Michael, and they get caught. That's what
they should
happens
be
to them.
further
We all
down
make
the-
mistakes.
further down-
Some people can run faster than others.
So growing up, that's how it always was. Me and my brother, we would always make mistakes. I would always get caught. He never would.
Because you were slower.
Is that what it was?
Maybe.
You're talking mentally
don't
or
think I-
physically or maybe
I
all
don't
the
have to be
above?
faster than the bear. I have to be faster than
Is your
you.
brother older or younger than you?
He is older, so
All right, we got a break.
He fucking knew he had a patsy. That's what he's like. I
Probably
know
what it is.
I know who's going to take the hit for this one. Every single
Little
time.
Danny can't run as fast as me.
Oh, he did it.
All right, we got to take a break.
And your parents loved him more.
dang it.
Oh, wow.
That's true. I mean, if they blame.
That one I have words to say about. I don't know.
Now he's got to go to therapy after he leaves.
That's-
right.
I mean, that's fine. We got to work through this kind of shit. I know we got a commercial.
Yeah,
okay,
Okay, we got to
turn
go.
it off.
All right, we'll be right back.
Ready.
All right, we're back. Episode 163 of a
Yes.
Cigar Hustler podcast. You noticed Danny is no longer here. We turned Danny loose. Thank you, Danny, for sitting in because we have the news coming
Yeah.
up. So
Kind of exciting, though, man. Huh? How about that? You know, oh, what, you going to hit the news button already?
No, I said I'd get it ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a
that'll
lot
be
of fun.
fun,
Should
you
be
know?
fun.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool to get our reps in and kind of fuck up and do it. You know what I
fun
mean?
To do.
I'm excited.
So exciting.
You got to get like 3 or 4 of those under your belt, and then you start going into
Well,
commercials.
that's how The Rock started, Michael.
Is that how he started?
I
I
don't
thought he started with wrestling.
Before the wrestling.
Before the wrestling?
Yes.
I'm watching Young Rock. I'm waiting for that moment.
Independent. I can't stand that show.
Really?
It's not even real background. It's fake.
What do you mean it's fake?
All the backstories. It's not real stories.
What are you talking about?
So the guy interviewing him, you think that guy really has a talk show? The whole show is fake. And he's not a senator or run for president or whatever.
well,
he is.
okay, but you got to Hollywood it up a little
No,
bit.
the whole thing,
the
the whole show
but
is
the
made up.
stories are true in his
No,
life.
they're not.
I've heard them before.
I don't. Well, maybe he's.
Of course,
Put
you
it
got.
all together.
Of course, you got to glam it up a little bit. I mean, it's fucking TV shows.
think it-
I mean, no, I don't think Waffle died.
Waffle.
Awful.
I don't think there was a waffle, Michael.
I think there was a waffle
I don't think
because
there was a waffle.
There was a video where The Rock gave away a truck to one of his buddies or some shit.
Was that waffle?
No, but he talked about the fact that they
So he bought that car
from a crackhead.
I don't.
And there was a guy in the back seat.
I don't think
That's a true story.
I don't think so.
Okay. You don't have to believe it.
I don't. I don't mean to insult your hero, Michael.
He's well, I mean, he's up there.
It's a big backboard over there. You've been dragging around since you were 7.
I made it when I was like 12,
Oh well,
maybe younger, 6th grade ish. How old was I in 6th grade?
I don't know.
10.
I was
11?
3.
12.
I was 3.
11, 12. You were 3.
I was 3.
When I was 12.
No, I was 3 in 6th grade.
Oh wow.
Started school early.
You're really smart.
Way early. Okay, you ready to get going?
Did your teacher change the diapers, or you had that figured out?
All right, I had to figure out.
Oh.
Potty trained at 1.
After this, go ahead.
After what?
I was going to say, we do have the Steve Saka interview as well.
Yes, at the end of the show, we will add the Steve Saka
To the
interview. Yeah, from last week. If you didn't see it on
If you didn't jump on YouTube.
jump on YouTube and
And like and subscribe like we've asked you to do.
like and subscribe.
75,000 of you listening to us, and you can't jump on a Cigar Hustle podcast on YouTube
75,000.
and like and subscribe.
Oh,
Help us out. Help us help you
our downloads were way up this week.
on Podbean because the Apple one's a mess.
Whatever works.
Woo!
It like by a quarter or by a third, it went up.
That's nice. I don't think we need to do a cigar for the Patreon, by the way.
Okay, you got stuff to talk about?
I think we got some.
I have some questions about some things.
I think that we got some good coverage here that we can
have enough?
talk about. Yeah.
Okay. Good deal, because we don't have one picked out.
Yeah, we'll skip the review. I'm going to smoke this Postania instead. This delicious Postania Habano.
Oh. Cigar Hustler Podcast News.
Ooh, how exciting.
See, the TPE 2021 still happening as an in-person event. The TPE 2021 will happen in person. Tobacco Media Group, which runs the trade show, said today is still planning on holding this year's event on May 12th through the 14th, 2021 in Las Vegas. The announcement comes a couple of weeks after Governor Steve Sisolak announced modified rules to begin to reopen various businesses across the state, including both gambling and events. Under the current plan, the state will the state will control modified restrictions until May 1st. At that point, the restrictions will be determined by the county. Given Las Vegas's reliance on tourism, it's widely believed that Clark County will relax the restrictions. The Las Vegas Convention Center, where TPE 2021 will be hosted, is owned by a government-owned tourism authority. That being said, the TPE 2021 attendees will be subject to a variety of restrictions in order to attend the show. Like, know what they are, Michael?
Yeah, like, you can't be sick. And when was the last time you touched anybody?
A mask
And-
must be worn on the trade show floor at all
Yeah.
time. That means no smoking.
What in the fuck?
Attendees will not be able to smoke while walking around the trade show floor. They will need to smoke inside of a booth or in a designated smoking area.
Oh, so you can sit down and smoke.
Well, the booth is not closed. They're open air.
Yeah, but it's just like when you're at a restaurant. As soon as you sit down, you're safe. That's how it works.
So sitting.
Yeah.
The virus does not like to sit.
Yeah, the virus doesn't
All
like it when you-
attendees will be
God
subject.
damn it, they sat down. That's it.
Attendees will be subject to a temperature check. The TPE is different. Beep. All right, folks, I had a good day. All attendees will be subject to a temperature check. TPE is different from PCA Convention Trade Show, formerly the IPCPR Convention and Trade Show. is that it includes all tobacco products, not just cigars. In recent years, TPE has tried to attract more premium cigar brands and has gone as far as to divide the show geographically between the traditional tobacco products like cigars and the e-cigarettes, vaping, and CBD products. The trade show is owned by Crytek International, which also owns the tobacco distributor Phillips & King, the cigar brand Ventura Cigar Company, and Tobacco Business, a magazine and a website. TPE originally scheduled for the January 27th to the 29th.
Ooh.
Switch to the next screen.
Switch to. Okay, wait. Before you jump to the next show,
Yes.
can we talk about this?
Sure. That's the whole idea.
So, like, here's the real question when it comes to these conventions, right?
Yes.
Calling it, deciding when you're going to be open and doing this first one, it could be really, really big.
So this
for
is
that.
is scheduled for May.
Right.
When is the PCA currently
I think
scheduled?
October.
Oh, way back in the fall.
I think
So everybody's pushing it back, hoping.
that everything's good
To allow
But
more
what's going to
time.
happen? Like when the first one opens up, as long as it's not premature, you should have a big turnout. No, you would think that.
You would think. I mean, the Super Bowl was sold out as much as they would sell.
Right. But the hard thing is,
You haven't heard of any, outbreaks in the Tampa area since it's happened.
right.
So, I mean, that sort of went okay.
So the hard thing to determine is when are we good to go to do this? Right?
I don't know. How are they going to police the masking? I mean, if they see somebody not walking, walking
they'll have
with a mask
security guards
on,
walking around. I'm sure it's like,
put your mask on. Well, I just lit this cigar. Too bad.
Yeah.
So now when I sit down, if I want to have a cigar, I got to go sit down in a booth.
Go sit in that chair.
I'm sitting.
I'm in the booth.
I'm in the booth. So it's sitting in a booth. So I mean, I can't like stand in the aroma booth and
Sir,
smoke.
I'm going to need you to sit down. You're safe if you sit.
I might bring my own chair.
I'm in my own booth.
I get one of those bubbles he talked about at the concert. I saw a photo today. Some high school band had put every band person in this little, like those,
container?
like the pop-up showers that you can get when you're out in the camping, except the top was vented somehow so you could see the person from like here up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to take that?
I don't know. Yes, I do.
Would you like to pause?
Let's pause real quick.
All right, we'll pause real quick. We'll be right. Hold on. Okay, we're back.
And we're back.
But that whole thing I have to edit out of the video. That's okay. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Michael, I take a phone call. Very important.
If my wife calls, sometimes I want to make sure everything's.
Well,
she
yes, I
knows
understand.
normally the podcast is going on.
I understand.
So
She
calls.
said she forgot. She apologized. It's fine. Just relax.
You don't have to yell at me.
Didn't yell.
So the band members are in a box.
Yeah, they're like individual shower stall
Yeah.
look things, and they're going to play their instruments inside the thing. But it just looked ridiculous.
If there's going to be a room 101 set up there,
Yes.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around with Matt, and I'm going to smoke a cigar. And if somebody walks up to me, I'm going to put my hand in his pocket, and they're going to say, "Sir, you have to be in a booth." I'm going to say, "I am, motherfucker." What?
Oh,
Matt Booth. Boom.
you'll have an erection all day long.
I'm like, "Oh, problem solved." Living in the gray area.
Or Matt have an erection all day long.
like if I'm Matt Booth, I'm selling.
Why buy stuff from a dick?
Right, exactly. I agree.
I
why
totally.
buy stuff from a dick?
I didn't have enough, so he carried over.
I mean, if I'm him, I carry. I got my 4 pockets. I sell each one. Right? Hey, this pocket is available.
Four guys walk around with their hands in their pockets.
Yeah. I'm in booth.
We're all in a booth.
I'm all in booth.
We're all in
We're
booth.
all in booth. That'd be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to copyright that, please. So he cannot steal that. We would like a percentage of all booth sales for the in the booth.
For the pockets.
In the booth.com.
You could resell them every day.
Hourly.
It's like a 4 day. Oh, you want to rent the booth for?
rent the booth for an
Want to
hour.
rent the left pocket booth for 1 hour? It's going to be $75.
Oh, your left pocket 75.
Yeah, right pocket's a little more expensive, but actually the right pocket would be less, but it would require more work.
Why is that?
You gotta play a little pocket pool. That's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
If you want the freedom,
There's a way around everything.
it all comes at a
There you go.
cost.
Liga Privada 10-year anniversario, a Savage Feast coming to select events. Mm-hmm. We're not going to get it here, will we?
Why?
It's a Drew Estate thing. During the February 24th edition of the Drew Estate Sticks and Sips show on Facebook, the company announced the upcoming release of the Liga Privada 10-year anniversario, a Savage Feast, a new event only.
That's a JD event
What are you
thing.
doing?
fixing your mic for you.
Cigar that is scheduled to debut in May. Yes, it's a JD thing. That's the
Yeah.
one that Greg had asked about the other day.
Yeah,
The
savage.
cigar uses the company's
Savage.
Feral Pig Vitola at
Yes.
5 3/8 by 60 Perfecto. Will only be available as a sales incentive at Drew Estate events that Jonathan Drew attends.
Yep, but
Yeah.
it's like a Zoom.
Oh. The cigar comes packaged in a
Right.
2-count
Where is it gonna
coffin
be there?
alongside a Liga Bravada. This is probably the one with the pussy juice thing that Jack talked about several weeks ago.
No, that's that's the Pedro one. The Manifesto
Manifesto.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but he said Jonathan Drew had to give it to you and it tasted like pussy juice.
at the event.
This is the new one.
right?
The
But
blend-
you can have manifestos with Pedro events,
Oh.
right? So every guy's got a thing.
Everybody's got a thing now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The blend remains the same as the Liga Bravada 10-year anniversary, which uses a hybrid Connecticut-grown Criollo wrapper, a Mexican San Andreas Otapa Negro Ultimo Corto binder.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Gotta be a shorter name. for
Otapa
that.
Negro.
A Mexican San Andreas Otapa
Merc.
Negro Ultimo Corto binder.
Ultimo.
And fillers from Nicaragua and Pennsylvania. The latter, a Green River one Sucker Lajero. I didn't read that before.
Wow, they
Is
threw
that-
the Green River Sucker one in.
Did Skip know about this?
I wonder where they got that idea
I wonder
from.
where they got that.
So crazy.
Oh, crazy. It'll replace the Liga Bravada's Unico Series A, another event only release that the company is retiring, though will remain available via events for the next month or two, according to Jonathan Drew. See, corrections from an earlier story. A previous version of the article identified, it doesn't make a difference. We didn't do it anyway.
Yeah, we didn't read the first one,
We didn't read that first one
so
on
we
the air.
just got the second
Bam,
one.
you got to go to work.
Oh,
Bam, you got to go to work.
who's that?
Bam, you got to go to work.
Bam.
Blackwork Studio Hyena is shipping next month.
And it's kind of like, oh, well, they know how to market cigars. We don't know anything about them.
Blackwork Studios announced the newest cigar, Hyena, will begin shipping to stores next month.
Too bad he wasn't close to the mic.
It's yet another cigar that will follow a recent trend of Nicaraguan manufacturers working with African Cameroon wrappers, something that isn't historically a commonplace combination. Underneath the Cameroon wrapper is a Nicaraguan Habano binder and Nicaraguan fillers. It will be offered in 2 sizes.
Oh, yeah, he's really kind of, he's unique.
Blackwork Studio Corona Gorda 5x46 for $12. Blackwork Studio Longsdale 6.5x42 for
So learn how to
$12.50.
use the buttons.
Production is limited to 700 boxes of each size, both of which have a Rabito? What's a Rabito cap?
I have no idea.
Oh, I guess I should have kept reading.
Yeah, it's probably defined in there.
A shape that looks like a nipple.
Oh, it's got a little.
The company says it will be offered to stores in the U.S. and in Europe.
They're little
Bam,
nipples.
you got to go to work.
Bam, you gotta go.
Bam, you got to go to work. Hyena is the latest addition to the Blackworks portfolio, a truly unique cigar that is focused on showcasing a perfect balance between Nicaraguan fillers and the Cameroon wrapper, said James Brown.
So now you've worked Saka into this. You've worked Booth and
Founder of
Tarano
Blackworks
into your
Studio.
soundboard
Press release.
at this point.
Hyena is an extremely complex and balanced cigar. It is a tribute to my wife and many years living in Africa. He just
Oh.
calls his wife Hyena.
Hyena? That's not nice.
Nice.
Let me take a piss, not a goddamn thing.
No, so relax, Mr. Sucker. Cigar industry asked court to throw out FDA regulation for premium cigars.
Is not, his
Let
wife
me
is,
take a piss, not a
fit more right there.
goddamn
yeah. His wife is very nice. James Brown's wife.
It's their
Angela?
anniversary today, actually. So happy anniversary!
happy anniversary.
I'm sure they're avid listeners.
Yeah.
They just love us.
That's what he does. I can't get enough.
Oh, yeah, he's really kind of, he's unique.
That's right. So I don't care if everybody likes the show. I have a ball. Cigar industry asked court to throw out FDA regulations for premium cigars.
Bam, you got to go to work.
Bam, you gotta go. All right, enough.
Once again, the cigar industry has asked a federal court to vacate the U.S. Food and Drug. I got to watch the timer.
Yeah, but it means nothing.
It's the latest in the nearly 5-year court battle that started after FDA
Yeah.
enacted the deeming regulations. The first time the agency
Right.
introduced a new regulation for cigars, various tobacco products. This lawsuit has produced both wins and losses for the cigar industry.
Bam, you got to go to work.
Bam, you gotta go to work. All right, we get it. We
The
gotta
latest battle is over whether FDA acted promptly or decided to move forward and blah, blah, blah. The roots of the plaintiff's
Yeah, it
complaint
doesn't
started
do
in
anything.
2014, blah, blah, blah.
doesn't. They're just stating that we.
Let's
don't-
see. The filing from last week summarized as 4 arguments.
Okay, yeah, but okay, go ahead.
Whether the
They didn't even update it.
Whether the FDA
Very
properly
discouraging.
concluded that the use of premium cigars poses a health risk that warrants regulation.
Right.
2, whether the FDA has evidence that underage smokers smoke premium cigars anyway. Whether the FDA improperly moved the goalpost regarding the health risk questions.
Right.
Or whether the FDA performed a proper cost-benefit analysis regardless of the final impact of regulations.
Right. But the FDA
I've
actually
done all of them.
okay. But the FDA determined what they defined as premium cigars, and they didn't even. They just said premium cigars. They didn't even go into the definition of what
Right.
the FDA was. What they stated it was, at least.
Right.
So that goes to show that they just kind of like fucking. Oh well, we better do this again. Copy and paste and fucking send it. I mean, there were some
Well,
people
it
that got
was-
behind it, which is nice.
Just got all that money. They had to do something again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna try that again.
Now that we've got funding.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh yeah, we just took our $10,000 from the Eddie Terrazona that went into the PCA, and
That's right.
thank you. And I will submit this.
There was a Senate bill introduced to exempt premium cigars from FDA regulation.
Yep.
Separate organization. There's once again a bill that seeks to exempt premium cigars from regulation by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
I'm just
Damn,
a
you got to
bill.
go to work.
That's
I'm
right.
just a
Bam.
bill.
I'm only
A
a
bill.
bill. Sitting here on Capitol Hill. I used to love Schoolhouse Rock. Senator
It
Marco
shows.
Rubio is reintroduced to he's reintroduced. He just
I like him.
reintroduced the Traditional Cigar Manufacturing and Small Business Job Prevention Act, a bill that would exempt some cigars from regulation by FDA. Either Rubio or former Senator Bill Nelson have introduced the bill in the Senate during the
Bill
last
Nelson
5
did.
Congresses.
He did. Good old a Dem and a Republican.
But
Just
they
so you
just
know.
keep putting the same bill back in. How does that work?
Well, I
You
don't
put it in,
know.
everybody
It's-
votes. No opposed. Oh, okay. Well, we'll try again later. Don't
Here's-
worry about it.
the,
There
you know
we
the
go.
shitty part. Here's the reality, and it sucks. The fact of the matter is that if it doesn't affect a lot of people, then no one really wants to address the issue. It's not a concern to anybody. So because cigar smoking isn't huge, when I say huge, it's not like 50% of the population smokes cigars. Then it's not nobody's in an uproar or really forcing any issue. It's a small number.
Right.
Just like anything that's not a big deal, they don't really, that doesn't affect the masses. They don't really
he has
trigger
8
and press.
co-sponsors now.
He does have 8.
Senator John.
I don't know if that's up or down from the last
Senator
time.
John Barracio from Wyoming. Are they the ones we discussed last week who says you can't smoke inside?
Yeah, let's stop smoking inside.
John Boozman from Arkansas. Tom Cotton from Arkansas. Senator Joni Ernst from Iowa. Senator Lindsey Graham from South Carolina. Senator Jim Inhofe from Oklahoma. Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana. And Senator Rick Scott from Florida. All Republicans.
Huh.
Specifically, FDA's
just don't
definition
get it.
would not allow for any flavored cigars to be considered premium. In addition, the proposed definition previously used, the other Senate bills would allow for cigars that are made to domestically to use a homogenized, homogenized
Holy shit.
binder or made with the assistance. Look, I'm reading these things for the first time. I don't pre-read these. It ruins the
This looks good.
spontaneity of the show.
This looks good.
Yeah, I just read headlines in the first paragraph and they're like, grabbing that. The premium cigar industry is an iconic staple in Florida's economy, said Rubio in a press release. Far too long, small and family-owned businesses have been facing the threat of regulation that could force many to close their shops. I'm proud to reintroduce this legislation that will provide Florida premium cigar makers the certainty they need to continue their craft. I urge my colleagues to swiftly pass this bill.
Yeah, but they're not.
It is
but they're
highly
not
unlikely
gonna.
that this bill would pass, it says.
It is highly unlikely.
Let alone
You
Congress
couldn't
as
get
a
it to
whole.
pass when you had the fucking House and the Senate and the presidential party.
Bills like this serve as an opportunity for the cigar industry to explain the uniqueness to members of the Congress as support for legislatures is then used to show the executive branch, either FDA itself or the White House, that is, a congressional support for the exemption. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean,
Most
how
likely,
ridiculous is that?
Yeah.
So you're just putting a bill out there so people are aware of it.
Right.
Hey, just want you to know, smoking. We have a problem with this.
We have a
And,
problem with this.
you know,
We would just like you to know about it.
It's overregulated. FDA is trying to control them, and we're not okay with it. Moving on to other things.
It keeps his supporters and his people that contribute to his reelection campaign happy.
Happy,
Keep the cigar people happy.
happy, joy.
Hey, come on! I reintroduced the bill 7 times in the last 2 years. What do you want?
Yeah.
I'm doing the best
I'm
I can.
trying.
I'm doing the best I
Really-
can. You know what I need? I need 4 more years, 7 years, whatever the senator gets. I
you
need 7 more years.
You
So
know,
reelect-
35 years and
reelect me
$7
again.
million.
and right. So write me a check, please.
So when I'm out of here, I can say, I don't know what happened.
Okay, we have 2 stories from Florida.
Love my Florida
Love the Florida
stories.
stories. Jacksonville, Florida. A bank located blocks away from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office headquarters was robbed Monday by a woman in a motorized wheelchair. Authorities said.
I actually heard about this.
The bank robbery was reported about noon at the Regions Bank branch on Bay Street near Laura Street.
How much I get?
Police said the woman showed up to discuss an account, but she got into an argument with the teller that escalated when she threatened to kill everyone in the bank and announced she was robbing the place. So, yeah, my bank account's a little overdrawn. Okay, you be the banker. You say no.
No.
I'm going to kill everybody. I want all the money.
Okay, here.
I'm now robbing the bank.
How much you want?
Did she go right in her motorized wheelchair?
She got $100.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
The woman left the bank and she was given some cash and she was taken into
It was
custody
$100.
nearby a short time later.
Some
police said.
cash.
$100.
Yeah, I mean, she's not really that hard to catch up to.
Right. It was close. She was close by.
Ma'am,
Going, here they come.
full speed. Set course for ludicrous speed. Fucking choo.
No weapon was seen during the robbery, according to police, and no one inside the bank was hurt.
Well, the wheelchair's a weapon.
Except one man, she ran over his foot out the door.
Ow! Ow!
All right, and then in Collier County, Florida,
Florida, baby.
9 minutes, a couple was caught allegedly stealing lamb and a variety of seafood from a Naples Costco by shoving it in their pants.
Oh.
Lucrezia Gentile, 71, and Vito
I
Gentile,
hope they were getting like the crab legs because those things look delicious and they're expensive.
76, part-time Florida residents from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh. See, but no, hey, we don't blame
Snowbirds.
New York. It's always Florida.
Yeah, were arrested on Thursday. A witness told Collier County deputies she saw the couple conceal multiple items and leave the store without paying for them. She said she saw Vito fold a halibut in half.
A fucking halibut.
And put it in his wife's purse. Crab legs and clams
Yes,
also
you
were
gotta go.
placed in the purse.
You know what? I'm not that, I don't feel that embarrassed for them. If they went for the crab legs are expensive.
Vito
They're delicious to
reportedly
them.
seen placing lamb down his pants.
Meh.
Are you happy to see me, or is that lamb in your pants?
Well, both.
The couple walked through the Costco, paid for several other items.
That's just got to be in the back,
They
too.
paid for the toilet paper and the large
they
thing of peanut
cover it.
butter.
Got to make it look good.
Got to make it look good. Nobody's looking, honey. Put the claims in your purse. Deputies reported finding the seafood and lamb in Vito's pants and the purse.
The crab legs that they sell are gigantic. They're gigantic.
You'd think that'd go down the pant leg, but that was in the purse. Maybe they snapped them.
It must have been a really big purse because the
big
crab
purse.
legs are probably, I feel like they're like 2 foot. They're huge.
The total amount of items that were stolen was only $146.97.
And 100 of that with the crab legs.
Costco is pressing charges.
Yeah, I'm.
The couple
I'm
is
not
facing
surprised.
charges of retail petty theft.
Costco's tough, man. I almost lost my shit at Costco.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was
Shit.
pretty rough.
We have a listener of the week.
Oh, I only got to tell my story. Okay.
You want to tell your story? Go
No,
ahead.
it's fine.
Go ahead. We've got 7
No,
minutes,
it's
please.
fine.
Please.
It's fine. I'm going to
Tell
let
us
go.
your story, Michael.
I was trying to.
I can't poop.
That was your story. I was trying to. I didn't poop.
When you go into the self lane checkout or whatever, which really isn't self checkout anymore because they scan your shit. There's two.
Oh, so it's
there's
not
two
self-
lines.
Because you and I used to do the Sam's around here for the shop, and
Yeah.
it's set everything up so all the barcodes are out on the
Yeah,
outside edge.
yeah.
And boop, 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 boop,
Yeah.
boop, 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 and we're out.
Yeah.
People are still standing there going, do they have a receipt? I don't think they paid. What
Yeah,
did they do?
exactly. So, well, actually, Brittany sets it all up now for the people, and one of the people, like I said to her, is like, "Oh, you spoiled me. I can't. This is
Oh, I do that all the time.
this is too good." So, but like, there was one line, and there's 2 lines going, but one line was empty. The people had left, so
Yes.
a spot had opened up on that left lane.
Right.
So I crossed over. Holy moly! You
You
thought
cut somebody off.
I didn't? There was nobody there.
Somebody was coming.
Guy pulled up, and as I was crossing over, she's like, "Whoa, you cannot cross."
Hold on, honey. There's a man coming up
You cannot cross the line. I'm like, there was nobody there when I was walking, and she got pissed. Like, no, sorry.
now. Sorry. You probably.
I can't poop. Ow,
Paige. Is that what she said to you when you walked up?
The guy was trying to let me go too. He's like, go ahead.
Well, you're very big and angry
I'm like,
looking.
no,
most
it's fine. It's fine. I'll just deal with this.
Big and angry looking most of the time. I would let you go too.
I feel like more people want to fuck with me now.
I don't think so.
You would think it'd be the
I think
opposite.
there's less people now.
Yeah.
Michael.
No,
Less people.
I'm not big enough.
You're not big enough.
need to get fluffier.
You broke both the damn chairs.
You bought cheap shit chairs.
Okay, they're not made for you to lay back and stretch your girthy upper half all the way back to where your head hits the floor.
I should be able to lean back in these chairs.
Okay, there's a difference between leaning back
Yeah.
and laying back where you try to put your head on the floor
I wasn't
with
putting
your
my head on the floor.
with your arms out.
I appreciate
for
you yelling.
God's sakes,
I appreciate you
Michael.
yelling. at me. My arms aren't out. You're just being ridiculous.
No, your arms were out. I don't know about this one because I wasn't here, but that one I saw you break it. Your wife even
No.
said that you're too big. All right, should we go on to listener of the week, Michael?
Let's go.
Where's it going? Listener of the week is Mr. Michael Rosales, an avid listener to the show. And today, as we are taping this, it is actually Mr. Rosales' birthday.
It is.
Oh, sorry. You're doing other things over there.
I am. You upset me with my chair your conversation.
You missed.
Shutting down now.
You missed Mr.
This is me shutting down.
Mr. Rosales' birthday wish from the show.
Mr. Rosales,
Yes.
birthday wish.
Happy birthday. Are we going to sing? No. Did you call and sing?
I haven't. I'm going to.
Oh, all right.
I did a nice Facebook post.
I saw.
Yeah.
Your very best friend.
I said one of my best.
I think you said the.
One of my best. I knew better. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Not my feelings, Michael.
One of the best. One of my best.
Lightweight Heavy's feelings.
He's one of my best too.
Poor man's living alone now. He doesn't have Uncle Skip to smoke with every afternoon.
I'm sure he's very happy. It's nice and it's quiet there.
It's quiet. He doesn't have to put Fiorella's toys together at the moment.
He can go to bed at a reasonable hour. And wake up.
Yeah, there's been no 4 o'clock in the morning smoking
wake
cigars
up,
on the
sit down with
porch.
me.
I do like how Skip checks on him, though, with the ring cam to make sure he didn't freeze out on the porch.
He's okay.
He's fine. I don't see Lightweight Heavy on the porch frozen.
Yeah, he's going to be okay.
All right. That is almost the end of episode 163. Now, coming next is the Steve Saka interview.
The Saka interview.
So, where we got all these lovely sound clips.
And then we're going to cover some ground on the...
Oh, I forgot I changed the board.
to maniacal laughter.
That one doesn't change.
Oh, you hit it again. Oh, God. Oh, this is
Now it's broke.
Now you're melting down.
Oh, no. Yeah, I hit it again. This was not set up to where you hit it, it'll stop. Whew. That was one.
Tough. Go ahead.
All right, now I can do it.
All right, go ahead, do it. Go ahead.
Bam, you got to go to work. And it's kind of like, oh, well, they know how to market cigars. They don't know anything about tobacco. They don't know anything about cigars. Let me take a piss. Not a goddamn.
A lot of his good comments you talked over.
Well, it's Steve Saka. What do you want me to do? You have to get your fucking words in.
Yeah, he's really kind of he's unique.
Yeah, I mean, if you
I
don't
like that one. And the bam. I might save those two.
if you don't interject, I mean, shit.
Right. You have to get your word in.
You gotta wait.
Bam, you got to go to work.
Bam, you got to go to work, Michael.
Gotta go to work. All right, well, we got to go to get to work on
All
this
right,
Patreon.
yes, because we have a movie meeting directly.
We do have a movie meeting after this.
So, gotta
And
go to the movies.
We're kind of a big deal.
Then we're going to have our own IMDb page.
IMDb.
Oh, I got a Cameo update. I know how to do the Cameo thing now.
Oh, yeah.
But they want you to have like 400,000 followers on something.
I
So
feel-
we could use your Instagram,
Yeah.
Cigar Hustler,
Uh-huh.
because you have like 30,000. That's the one we got the most on.
How many followers do you have on Podbean?
Yeah, but they give you a choice ones to pick from. Podbean wasn't one of the options. Oh. It's like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
400,000.
Well, it says 400K is
The baseline.
sort of, yeah. So,
Tough.
but I mean, there's like a monkey that you can get to do things. So I don't think the monkey has that many followers.
You think the monkey has 400K?
I don't know.
I saw that they added Ric Flair.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
All right.
All right, make sure you clip out that part of the
What, the
phone
woo?
call.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Okay. We got to go. Bye.
Bye. What's up, man?
We're here with Mr. Steve Saka this week. He's out traveling.
So the poor guy just walks in the fucking door, and I'm like, "Come on, let's go. We're gonna record. We're gonna record."
No,
He's
no
like,
talking without the microphones. No talking.
Don't even let me get a sip of water.
No,
don't
nothing.
let me light a cigar. Don't let me take a piss. Not a goddamn thing.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
It's like, bam, you got to go to work.
That's it.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Dance. Stand. I was going to say dance
That's
monkey.
it. That's what happens when you're the king of marketing. I mean, you got it.
Am I supposed to take that as is that a compliment?
Of
or is
course.
it offensive?
How is it offensive?
Well, I'll tell you how it would be offensive.
Tell me.
Okay, like certain cigar people, when you say they're the king of marketing, it's kind of like, oh, well, they know how to market cigars. They don't know anything about tobacco. They don't know anything about cigars. It's kind of like when you kind of say something like, oh yeah, he's really kind of he's unique.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't take either as an insult, but I think that there's a big difference between somebody who makes a good cigar and doesn't know how to market it, and somebody who can do both.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, part of the marketing, I'm just who I am is who I be, and so when I'm doing these things, I always know it's marketing.
Right.
Everything you do is marketing, right?
Of course.
You walk in the room, the first time you shake someone's hand, you're making an impression.
Right.
But I don't have like this is the public Steve Saka.
No, it's the
and
same
this
guy.
is the private Steve
Yeah.
Saka. it's the same lousy Steve Saka in both segments.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It goes
Same guy
both
either way.
ways. And I think one of the reasons why I do well is because I am my customer.
Right.
I am a cigar smoker. I am genuinely a cigar geek. I mean, how many like big league manufacturers that roll around still with a box? You know what I
Right.
mean? With stickers all over it.
No, it's true. Like you live and breathe the industry.
Yeah, I definitely am that. So So what are you going to get me in trouble with? What are we talking about?
Well, a lot's going on. For one, you're one of the only guys that's out traveling right now.
Him, Jack, and Terrence.
Yeah.
That's really about
yeah,
it.
Terrence is on the road.
Yeah.
Lafferty just hit the road. I think people are starting to move now.
A little bit. But you also went to Nicaragua.
Yeah, that's right.
I had no choice because here's the thing. Everything that I released last year was work that I did in 2019.
Right.
Now, look, I'm not sitting at the table and rolling every cigar that goes in every box.
Right.
But
That's not how it
I
works.
do all the front end work. I do actually look at all the tobacco, buy stuff, sort stuff, figure out all the initial blends, go through all of that.
Right.
And because I hadn't been back to Nika since March of last year, there's been like zero development of anything.
Yeah, nothing gets done unless you're there.
Nothing gets done.
You can send as many fucking emails as you want.
Right, and they can send as many samples in Ziploc bags.
Right.
But I don't
Send more samples. We got email.
but that's not how I like to do things.
Right.
It's not why I started a new company. I started a new company so I could do things the way I wanted to do it. I knew that if I didn't get back to Nicaragua, I was basically not going to really have anything fresh for the people that like my cigars this year.
Right.
And so I had to get back there as soon as physically possible. And so that was challenge number one. Challenge number two is I normally am going down every month except the month of December.
Right.
And I'm normally going down for about a week of every month, except typically I'll end up spending 2 weeks in January and then like 2 weeks about 6 weeks before the trade show every year. And I look at everything there before it's going to ending up going in the boxes. I'll look at the final quality sort and whatnot. And I didn't have that ability to do that this year. So what I was doing is all the cigars that were being delivered to us in the U.S., I was having to open boxes and cut open cigars. And I destroyed probably this year, I think I destroyed somewhere around probably between 12 and 13,000 cigars in my warehouse just doing the quality control checks.
Right.
And it's expensive.
That's expensive, especially when it comes all the way over here.
Right. I spent the money to ship it. I spent the money imported. I paid the tax. I paid the S-chip. And I paid the factory. It depended on what the problem was. Like we had a problem in September that I made them eat because it was just too big a problem.
Right.
It was definitely it wasn't just me being an asshole. It was them really fucking up in a way that.
If you found something wrong, how could you fix that? Because you're pulling from stock you'd already received.
And I rarely do find something wrong.
Right.
But, I found something in September. Like we didn't ship, I don't want to say what brands because I want people to think, oh my God, I want to grab that brand. But we had a brand that there was a problem with, and it was a moisture problem. And it had to do with the fact that the cigars were rolled when it was really rainy, and then when they wicked down, they ended up a little spongy.
Right.
And my cigars, I like them to be really firm and dense and heavy. I want the draw to be good, but I don't like spongy cigars.
Right.
Spongy cigars burn too fast, like a wick.
Yeah.
So we had a problem, and basically we had to really reject almost an entire shipment of an entire brand.
Damn.
Wow. We had to destroy it, and and my factory partners, the deal with who I work with, they all know what an asshole I am.
Right.
And there is a SACA tax on all of my product.
So it's already incorporated.
It's already incorporated. It's built into the pricing.
Right.
I don't do the normal, hey, no, I want it to be a nickel cheaper. Hey, it needs to be this, it needs to be that. No, we figure out the prices, boom, boom, boom. And then I almost always pay them more than what they even ask for.
Right.
Because I know what I'm going to be like.
Right.
And they know what I'm going to be like. And then when something like this happens, well, all that extra cash that I've been paying you for the last 3 years, guess what? I'm cashing in on some of it now.
Right.
Because this shit ain't going out the door. This shit's going into the dumpster. That's the way
Soccer
this
tax is
working.
coming online now, people.
Right.
So, you know.
Soccer tax.
And you know, and that's part of the gig. But honestly, I don't want to do that. It's a lot of hassle.
Right.
I want to.
Yeah.
I'd rather. It's much easier to be there physically, see with my eyes, cut, light, taste, draw, boom, 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 and go. Okay, here we got a problem. Here we don't have a problem. Boom. It's just way better and more economical and easier than me
Cutting
opening,
open.
right?
Yeah.
Finished goods.
I mean,
Well,
but
yeah,
it
but
isn't.
much
But
easier
you
to
still
find
got to
it.
jump on. I mean, you're all the way up in New England, right? You got to fly all the way down there.
Yeah.
It's a 2.5 hour drive. Where the fuck do you stay when you go there? You know.
I actually stay at my good friend Gustavo Cura's house.
Okay, you stay at Gus's house?
Stay at Gus's house.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, I've been staying there for years. And,
Say Gustavo. Oh, gosh. Yeah, just
yeah.
Yeah, Gus.
And a good thing about staying,
Gus runs Noxa.
Yeah, Gus runs. Well, not really.
Oh, well,
Gus,
yeah.
Gus runs Prosenixa.
Right.
Okay, so Gus is a tobacco man.
Yeah.
Gus is Oliva Tobacco Company's #1 guy in Nicaragua, and Gus hasn't left Nicaragua.
He's been there this whole time.
He's been there the whole since COVID started. He's been down there because he knows if he leaves, he maybe can't come back.
Can't come back.
And he's responsible for millions and millions and millions and dollars of tobacco. And I like staying at Gus's house because Gus is a douchebag. No, that's wrong. That's not true. Gus is a dick. There's a
Right.
difference. There's a
Okay.
huge difference. Gus and me get along really well.
Right.
So we're kind of boys, and
Is there a soccer tax for staying at his house, too?
yeah, you know what? He doesn't ask for it, but I always make sure I have some extra scotch in the bag.
Right.
I bring him some good coffee.
Show appreciation.
He likes dark chocolate stuff that the
Stuff
the
you
really
can't
good
get there.
you can't get in Nicaragua.
Right,
so
right.
And look, and I'm his mule back. So like this last trip back, I brought all sorts of drugs for his wife. I bought this like pet shampoo. Like they have this pet shampoo down in Latin America and Central America. That's like the most amazing pet shampoo ever.
Really?
It's got this like antibacterial thing in it.
Yeah.
And like when you wash your dog, not only does it like clear up all skin issues with your dog, but your dog actually smells fresh.
No shit.
Like for like 7 to 8 days. It was
Great.
literally washed that morning. Stuff is incredible. It's crazy. But
So
of
now I'm gonna go
course-
down there looking for this fucking dog shampoo.
Yeah.
but of course, in the
Your
United
wife is
States,
raking it down right
you
now.
can't buy it because someone might drink it.
Yeah,
because,
right. It's not
we
PETA
got,
approved
we got
or
idiots
FDA
putting
approved.
Gorilla Glue in their hair,
Right.
eating
Right,
Tide Pods.
Yeah,
so,
who'd have thought that Gorilla Glue isn't for
Yeah,
the
now they
hair?
have to put "don't put in your hair" on the packaging.
So, but they have this wicked, amazing pet shampoo that you can't import to the United States. So I'm always smuggling pet shampoo in my bag. That's right.
What is this in his bag?
I'm gonna go down at Miami Customs. I'm gonna be the pet
Sir.
shampoo smuggler.
Sir, come here.
Yeah.
Come here. What is this? What is all this
What
stuff?
is all this?
Please tell us.
It says pet shampoo. There's not.
We're gonna have to cut this open.
And I'll tell you the other thing that's great about staying at Gus's house, because Gus sells to everybody, and so he's seeing all the tobacco buyers from all the major companies. Right. Everybody comes in to be there. I get to be party to a lot of conversations.
Right.
And you'll learn a lot about a lot of things that you otherwise never would have the opportunity, because once we get to night, as you know, there isn't a lot to do
Right.
in Esteli.
Yeah.
So you're basically sitting around and you're drinking scotch, you're drinking bourbon, you're smoking cigars, and you're just talking.
Right.
And so, it's really cool that I get to, talk to the head buyer of Altadis and talk to the head buyer at STG. And when, Fuentes people come in to select the Ecuador Habano and all of that, the Ecuador Sumatran. So you get to learn a lot being there all the time.
Right.
So I like staying at Gus's place, and he treats me really good, even though he is a dick. You're a dick, Gus, but I love you, brother.
It's like Michael Jordan Space Jams. Like they built the basketball court and they had all the all stars there playing with them and stuff. You learned the ins and outs of everything. It's pretty much the same link.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right, so we'll make this one more thing real brief, and then we'll let you settle in and relax, and and then you don't have to dance anymore.
Monkey, dance.
So you went to the Great Smoke,
Yes.
and we had the explosion on the server.
Yes.
You did a whole post.
Yeah.
Abe did a whole post as well. I mean, but that shit kind of happens. You know what I mean? Like, I understand why people get pissed off or whatever the case may be, but I mean, if you get your server to break down,
Yeah, but I
you
have
fucking,
look, and he knew it was going to break.
Of course.
And he has a great web server. It's really over. It's like he said it was good for 99% of the time.
Right.
It's really good for 99.9% of the time.
Right.
Right.
I mean, and I know people are like, this is part of what's going wrong with our culture right now. Everyone's so spoiled
Right.
by instant delivery and free shipping from Amazon Prime. You ship boxes to customers.
Yep.
You know how much this costs.
Yeah.
We're not getting that rate. We're not getting that deal.
Right.
I mean, it just doesn't exist. But
Right.
they get so spoiled that, well, I don't understand why this, you know what I mean? Well, guess what? That's like a multi-billion-dollar company.
Right.
And this is, is he a big retailer? He's a big retailer.
Yeah.
But he's not even
But a big-
famous or
right,
Santa or
like-
JR or
Right.
one of those guys. I mean, I haven't even seen the show yet.
Yeah.
Well, because I had that lunch event, and I had to rush from the lunch event to go do the studio appearance, and then I had to rush from the studio appearance to go do the Red Meat Lovers dinner that night. And ever since then, I've been,
Running and gunning.
Exactly. And so I haven't even seen it. So I don't actually even know how I mean, I know I'm there, I'm doing my
Right.
shit.
You lived it, but
didn't
see it.
You,
You don't know the
never,
numbers.
you don't know how it feels.
Right.
Right.
You don't know how it looks
how you
to somebody
came
from
across.
the outside, But I had a great experience. I thought it was really an unbelievable undertaking. I don't even understand when you think about the fact that Abe Dababna at Smoke Inn, who, yes, one of the best retailers in the country, yes,
The best.
one of the best retailers, one of the
No, I refer to
He
him
says-
as
he
the
says it
best.
all the
I
time.
say
Okay.
he's the best
I
all
mean,
the time. And
He doesn't listen to the podcast. He's
but-
like,
No,
the-
Abe doesn't listen.
the fact that they let him do that,
right.
and one of the mega box companies or one of the big manufacturers didn't do something like that.
Right.
I mean, everybody's just doing these dopey Zoom calls.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, no, you got to
I mean,
give it to the guy,
I
man.
mean, that was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was stunned. I heard the comedians kind of were a little bit
Yeah, I mean, what can you expect?
But I think it was kind of like first go around.
Right.
And so getting back to that other thing, when I saw that negativity, and I'm like, I could fix that
Right.
for my product. I don't know about the other manufacturers.
Right.
I don't know, what limits they had on tobacco, what limits they had on production. They may not, but I knew that for that particular blend,
Right.
I have enough of that Costa Rican Marron that I could have made enough for everybody to buy one bundle.
Right.
Okay, I know I could, but you got to understand, when you're planning these things, you don't know what the demand is going to be.
Right.
And you're
It's
making
tough.
something exclusive.
Right.
And then what happens when it doesn't all sell?
Right.
Yeah.
Then you're like, there's
Here, take 20.
cigars.
Here, take 20,000 of these. Oh, you only sold 5? Okay.
And guess what?
15 more?
And as you well know, it happens all the time.
Yep.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, man.
And then you're stuck with this. So, and he's like, okay, there's 1,500 ticket holders.
Right.
They have 6 manufacturers. They each have an exclusive.
Right.
How many of these exclusives are actually going to be bought? You have no idea. So you're just kind of sticking your finger in the air and kind of winging it.
Right.
Right.
And you're making that decision, 6 months,
Right.
7, 8 months prior. It was the same situation we had with Red Meat Lovers with him.
Right.
Like when we had to pull the trigger on Red Meat Lovers production for 2020's release, we had to make the decision in March.
Right.
Well, you guys were around in March. I mean, we didn't even know.
Yeah, he didn't know who was going to be able to sell what.
Can we sell cigars?
Right.
Is it
Sell
sell
allowed?
cigars? Are there going to be bodies stacked in the streets? I mean, we had no clue.
Does
so-
Zombie smoke cigars? Is
Right.
that what
I think so.
Right.
And so, but I knew that I could fix that. And so, and luckily Abe was like, okay, you know
Right.
what? If you can,
Great.
I'm willing to do it too. And here's the thing. It's gonna become available
Right.
very soon. and it's only gonna be available to ticket holders.
Right.
So
That's smart.
Because that was the original deal.
was the deal,
that
right,
ticket
right.
holders were the ones who were going to have a shot at the exclusives. So it's not going to be open to everybody.
Right.
You had to have a ticket, and we'll find out. Maybe we'll get orders for 3 more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I doubt
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, who even knows what the number is? But I will say this. I'm making, and just so you guys know, I'm actually going to make a video about this later today, but all you motherfuckers out there that want it, I told Abe he has to charge you when you order it because I'm making these cigars specifically for this purpose, for those customers. That's it. I got no way to resell them to anybody else. So none of this, oh, I want to buy it, I'm going to buy it.
Right.
And then when
Right,
it
hold
gets
it for me for
delivered,
later.
when it
Right.
gets delivered 4 months later,
Oh, shit,
they're like, yeah.
Oh,
no,
well, I don't want to
Yeah.
I told Abe, you got to collect the cash or I'm not doing it.
Yeah, pre-sale them.
Yeah,
collect the money
that's gotta
now.
be the way it is because there's just too much risk. And you know this too as a retailer. How many times have customers said to you, "Oh, I really want that. I really want that."
Ugh,
it
it's the
comes
worst.
in,
Yeah.
you set it up on the shelf.
Yeah.
You
Like,
got 8 customers that come and go, "Oh, I want that." Sorry,
Sorry.
no,
That one's for
that's
Phil.
already
Can't do
sold.
that.
That's already sold. That's
Right.
already sold. And then that guy finally shows up and goes, nah, I don't really want it.
It's like, you son of a bitch.
Right, and it's like you just like told 8 people
No.
no.
Yep.
Because of that promise, and so that's
tough.
It's you never know how many. of
Retail's
anything.
hard.
Everything about our business is hard.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
There's no easy ride anywhere.
Yeah, that's a true statement without question. All right, so that was it. I just wanted to cover it to say hi, have you on here, and we got to fit you in. We got to talk about a couple of awesome topics.
That's it. I'm off the hook.
That's it.
Unless there's something else you want to talk about.
Fuck, I could care less right now.
Hey, I have a
I'm exhausted, man.
have a-
Look at my eyes.
You look tired.
You look tired.
Yeah, I'm
I have a quick question.
You'll be fine.
You made some post about it was going to be hard to get out of Nika at the end. You came back before the cutoff.
Right.
But
Here's what happened. So I planned the trip. You had to get the COVID test to go down.
Right.
It's not the big deal getting the COVID test. The problem is that there's one airline that's flying out of Miami, and they're disorganized, and it's Avianca. And when you land in Nika, the results from your COVID test are not allowed to be older than 72 hours. Okay, that's achievable. The problem is Avianca Airlines needs the result of your test 36 hours before your flight.
Ooh,
leaves.
quite the window there.
Right?
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
you have to send them it during business hours.
Holy shit.
So you need to be 36 hours before your flight during business hours, but your results not be older than 72 hours when you land. It gives you such a tiny window
Right.
of when you can get
Right.
this test done. So you then have to go to one of those rapid clinics, which you pay $200 to $11. There's one in Miami you pay $1,100
Wow.
to. Okay, but I paid $350 if I remember right for the
Holy
test.
shit.
For you to get the result quick enough.
Yeah, right away.
In the window, because of course the clinics, they're not 24/7 either.
Right.
So you got to coordinate the clinic's time with the airline's time and the other thing. So
Oh my God.
it's really tough to do, but it's doable. So I'm going to Nika. I'm doing all this, no problem. And then when I'm in Nicaragua, our State Department announces that, oh, by the way, nobody after January 26th or after January 25th can come back in the United States unless they have a negative COVID test, and they made it where you had to have an antigen test. That was
right,
the
yeah,
initial
they
announcement.
added the thing on.
Right, and the antigen test, 70% of the countries in the world don't even have the antigen
Right.
test. Okay, it doesn't exist for
'Cause
them.
my wife and I were going to go to Mexico, but you can't get the test to get back out.
Right.
Once you're there.
Right. So there was no way to get the test in Nika. Now, so what ended up happening is everybody that was out of the country, not Nicaragua, the whole wide world,
Right.
that was in one of these, 7 out of 10 countries, they were now all scrambling to change their tickets. So the airlines, they wouldn't even let you change your ticket. It was buy a new ticket. So what ended up happening was, it was like all of a sudden, it was like an auction.
Right.
So I paid for a one-way ticket to come back from Miami to Managua, $2,400
Holy
times 2, because I had my son with me. And I got to tell you, I was lucky to get the ticket.
Oh, yeah.
Because about 2 hours later, there were no tickets to even be had. And then it became a problem here in the States because everybody that was coming into all the international destination airports, they also now had to change their domestic flights.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's right. You can get back to Miami.
Right, because now I'm back in Miami.
Yeah, you
5
gotta get
days
back to New
earlier.
Hampshire.
So now, they weren't any better than the crappy Avianca people. They also instantly gouged. So wow, this flight to Nicaragua and back in ticket prices between John and I don't know the exact number, but probably well over $8,000.
Right. I don't want to, carry the one, but Sin Compromiso is now $85 a stick.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's just so.
It'll be the
it's
press
so
release next
crazy.
week. Dunbarton Tobacco raises prices extremely on cigars.
So in Nicaragua, they don't really do COVID testing much.
Yeah.
They just
I
basically
can't imagine.
Right.
You
Put their
have
hand-
it,
they
you
put
don't
their
have
hand
it.
on your forehead. Go, no, you okay? You
Right.
go. It's fine.
Yeah, well, look, they had a lot of pneumonia deaths in 2020
Right.
that they had.
Right.
Now, what I will say, though, in Nicaragua, as soon as you start to show symptoms of COVID,
They shoot you.
they instantly put you on the cocktail. They put you on the steroids for your lungs. They put you on the parasite drug. They put you on the evil chloroquine drug.
They give you all
They
of
put you
it.
on the Z-Pack.
Skip's
and
taking
they
that
put you
every day.
on the 100 milligram aspirin. Like everybody.
Not fucking around.
Boom. And the thing is, most people in Nika really got it. But they got better really quick.
Right.
Because they got the cocktail.
Because they got the cocktail. The cocktail that politically doesn't work.
Right.
Amazingly, it seems to work in Central America.
Right.
I don't know why.
Right.
So the thing is, they only had one testing center in Managua run by the Ministry of Health, but they were only doing tests for people that were flying into the States and then going on to like the UK or to France or Spain. There aren't that many countries that were requiring you to have the test. Well, there are, but there weren't that many Nicaraguans that were flying to those countries that required
Right.
tests. So the clinic that they have could only process like 25 of these rapid tests a day.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
And and the average Avianca flight coming out has like 130 passengers,
Right.
and they all have to go through Miami. So the problem is now they're trying to scale up the clinic size in Managua to handle the load. And I'm waiting to get word. As soon as they can handle the load, I will make the trip back down there. Because the other option is if you fly into Nicaragua, you got to fly out of Nicaragua to a country like Mexico. So I can fly to Mexico City, but I get a COVID test in Mexico City to fly back to the States. What if I turn up positive? Now I'm stuck in a city, in a country that I know nobody, I know nothing. If I catch COVID in Managua, I know plenty of doctors, I know the hospitals, I have political connections.
Right.
I'd much rather be sick in a country where I know a lot of people.
Know people, right.
Than, a country like Mexico City where I know nobody.
Right.
So I'm just waiting, and I think it's going to be about another 2 weeks is what they're saying. They're going to have the clinic up. And again, honestly, I don't even know if they're even going to really test. Because I think if you were positive in Nicaragua and you're getting on a plane, I think they're just going to stamp you
Oh, yeah,
negative
they'd be
and
happy
say,
to-
oh, yeah,
You're fine.
yep, enjoy your trip.
Yeah.
Adios, amigos. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Put on your mask.
Put on your mask. Hold your breath as you get on the plane, sir. No coughing.
This guy's fine. He's fine.
He's fine.
But I'm hoping to...
He's on a stretcher, but he's okay. Just put him on.
I'm hoping I'm going to be able to make my... I'm hoping that by the time we get to March, which I guess is what? Just a week?
Yeah,
week,
it's
yeah.
right around the corner, man.
Right. I'm hoping I can get back onto my normal routine schedule of visiting all the time because I really need to. It's what I need to do.
Right.
I think how healthy you'll be, though. You're getting tested once a month now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I get that Q-tip jammed
Right up
up
the nose.
my brain pan. You know what? It isn't that bad. In fact, I think a lot of people that whine about it, I think they need to downgrade their buttercupness because it's not like that bad. I mean, come on. Really?
Yeah, I mean, they're
You
not
know what I
rooting-
think it is,
They're
though?
not
I
rooting
think it's-
around up there.
I think it's just decades of the retro hell. It's so easy for you. It's like, there's no problem there.
There's no sinuses left.
Exactly.
It's like a big cavern up there.
Yeah, like,
There we go. A lot of room in this guy. Look at this.
check this out. It doesn't hurt him. He's unaffected.
Look,
Are you done? Is that
I was
it?
about to say something I don't want to say. Like, he can take so many inches.
It's like a hot dog down a nostril hallway. All right, I think we should leave it on that note. That sounds good.
Yeah,
All right,
that's a good place to
Steve,
end.
thank you so much
Yeah,
for coming
so
on.
thanks for taking the time.
My
We
pleasure,
appreciate it.
guys.
And let's go hang out. We'll have a little smoke and catch
All
up.
right.
All right.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks.
This has been a Cigar Hustlers podcast, a Mike and Mike production. Be sure to listen every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for all new episodes.
Hi, I'm Husto Iroa.
Yeah, we just don't have to do a single podcast ever again. Perfect. Ever.
I'm good, Mike and Mike. How are you guys doing?
The Hojo,
Hojo! It's the Hojo!
the moderator.
let him fuck it up all the way. All right,
I gotta get past Hojo! Go on.
I don't even have to try to hit the record. He's not even gonna try. We're gonna cover a lot of ground here, Mike. All right. Try to keep up.
That's a sign of a good podcast.
Maybe
John.
like 4 cigars when I walked in the door.
All right, end this.
Squared.